everybody, this is Melanie. I am going to do another quick 10-minute tarot. I have the Pixie's Marseille tarot here. It's the one I've been using the past few sessions. I'm going to shuffle this up here, and I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to do our partnership spread. It's an Ace-2-3 spread. And I am going to do it for, and usually what we do is we pick a suit, and we don't pick the Ace-2-3 cards, but it's a representative of what the Ace-2-3 cards mean, what the meaning of those cards typically is, and we're going to use them in the context of a spread. So I will show you what I mean by example. So let's do a cup spread. So this will be for cups, for the typical cups meanings of relationships, emotions, you know, how your emotional life is going. And if you think this reading pertains to you, that's great, then this is for you. All right, I'll move that out. And let's pick our 3 cards. I'm going to do 1, 2, just 1, and 3. There are our 3 cards. All right, and the way this reading works is we do, the first card we do is represents the Ace of Cups. This is an offer to you from the universe, from whatever spiritual guide that you believe in, that you know, if God is a part of your life, if you know the great universal unconsciousness of humanity is your spiritual you know, guide, then that's who this is. You decide who that is in your life, and that is who is offering you a partnership with this first card in the area of emotions and relationships. In here, we have a 7 of coins, or 7 of pentacles. And there's the offer of, immediately what I think of is there's the offer of growth. There's the offer of working on seeing that the work you have put into a relationship is fruitful. And so I'm thinking perhaps that what, you know, the spirit out in the world is offering you is perspective, is a chance to look back on a relationship and consider where you are with that relationship. At what point you're at. Look at the work that's been done. Has the other person done the work? And here's what you can bring. So the second card number 2, is what you bring to the relation, to this question, to this partnership that in cups that has been offered by Spirit. And what you bring is the Star. You have strong hopes. There's still an inspiration there that you have for a full relationship of everything that it can mean. And I think one of the ways I always think of when I think of looking back these days and, you know, reconsidering, a lot of times when we're younger, I am 60 now, so I'm going to tell you that right off the bat, but a lot of times when we're younger and we think of looking back, it tends to be, you look back at all the things that you did wrong, or, oh, this is what they screwed up, or this is what I screwed up. And I feel like as you get to a certain age, when you look back, I think it's much easier to look back with gratitude and with appreciation. And so I think that's partly the attitude that you're bringing into this partnership with Spirit in terms of a relationship, or how your relationships are going, is you're looking back and you're able to look back at the good things, look back at the things that somebody else did that was good, or that you did that was good. And maybe this is, maybe this is not a relationship that's still going on. Maybe this is just you looking back at your, that's so funny, the first word that popped in my head was, at your career of relationships. Do you have a career? Your history, your relationship history. That's more like what I was thinking of, is as you look back at your relationship history, perhaps that's the perspective that Spirit is offering, is to look back over the whole thing and to maybe look at it with did you bring hope to your relationships? Do you still have hope? Is that something going forward that you are going to bring into your relationships in the future? Are you going to be bringing that hope? Is that something you're still capable of? Or is that something you're searching for that you think a partner might help you with? So the work, I think, in this reading for you to do is to look at how you bring hope to relationship going into the future. And card number 3, so 1 + 2 = 3. 3 is what we create. It's a card of 3 is a number of creation. So this is going to be what Spirit and you will create in the area of relationships. And that is a 10 of Swords. That is that's a hard card, isn't it? That is a look at perhaps this perspective taking, that's instituted back here. Perhaps this is where you realize what having hope means going forward and what it doesn't mean. So if Spirit is if you are bringing the hope, unbridled hope is not helpful, because it is not necessarily a guiding force. It's just always something that's out there and perhaps even unattainable. But hope with perspective. So Spirit is offering you perspective so you can sharpen your vision. There we go. That's what the 10 of Swords are doing, is they are sharpening your vision of a relationship going out into the future. And so sometimes you have to cut away, as you look over what you've done in the past and what your people you've been in relationships have done in the past. This is the point going forward now, where you are recognizing, the unhelpful behaviors that either you or someone else has brought to relationships in the past. And you can look back at them now through the lens of hope and inspiration, and look back at everything and going, is that? Oh yeah, so they did that. That was a big deal. This particular, one particular event in this relationship. Did anything about that bring us hope or inspiration to either me or to the other person? If no, what am I going to learn from that then? I have learned not to do this, or I have learned to do this. So that is, this is a work relationship spread. This is something that is going to take, journaling or or some kind of work that you are going to have to do in order to more easily move into relationships in the future. And we are hitting 10 minutes, so that is going to be our reading for today. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that.